Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome you all for the webinar on Curtin University degree programs for the July 2021 intake of students at SLIIT. I'm Chatri Vijayanayaka from the SLIIT International Office, and I'll be your host for the session today. The session will begin with presentations from our guest speakers, followed by a question and answer session. Please be kind enough to keep your microphones muted during the presentations. Do you enjoy solving problems and making a real difference in the world? Curtin University degree programs can prepare you for a successful and rewarding career in science and engineering, not only in Sri Lanka, but all around the world. SLIIT has a 20-year-long partnership with Curtin University, and we offer Curtin University full degree programs in computing and engineering. When you complete a Curtin science or engineering degree at SLIIT, you will graduate with an accredited Curtin degree that is internationally recognized. Curtin University is ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide in the academic ranking of World Universities 2020, and a top 100 university for civil and structural engineering in the QS World University Rankings by Subject 2020. Recently, according to the QS World Rankings 2022, Curtin has become one of the top 200 universities in the world, becoming one of only 3 Australian universities to achieve a QS 5-star plus rating. The Curtin degrees offered at SLIIT can be fully completed in Sri Lanka and share the same structure and curriculum as if you were studying at Curtin's campus in Perth. You also have the option to transfer to Perth to complete your degree with no interruption to your study program. Without taking much time, I warmly invite Dr. Nimsiri Abeyasinghe, Head, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, to speak more about the Curtin Engineering degree programs offered here in Sri Lanka. Good afternoon, Dr. Nimsiri. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Chatri, and good afternoon, everyone. Hope you can see me, my presentation, as well as you can hear my voice clearly and loudly.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So good afternoon to everyone again. And I'll be quickly running through the details, introductory details of Curtin SLIIT Engineering degree programs. And I'm Nimsiri Abeyasinghe, Head of Electrical and Electronic Engineering of SLIIT. So through this partnership, we have 4 engineering degree programs, namely Civil and Construction Engineering. All these degree programs are titled as Bachelor of Engineering Honors degrees in Civil and Construction Engineering, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and Mechatronics Engineering, to name the 4 engineering degree programs that we are offering. So the details of the local delivery information can be found at the link that I'm providing here through the SLIIT International page. And I think Chatri has mentioned a little bit about these rankings, the 2021 updated QS rankings. The Civil and Construction Engineering is ranked at the top 100, and Electrical and Electronic Engineering stays at top 200 electrical and electronic engineering related degrees, and mechanical engineering, mechatronics, those two sits under 200 or top 250 universities to offer mechanical and mechatronic engineering. So you will be following a top ranked degree program through this Curtin partnership that we are having. To briefly go through the different degree programs and their career opportunities. To start with Civil and Constructional Engineering major, to go in the chronological order. If you are interested of looking at or finding out the subjects that you will be finding throughout the 4 years, you can go to this link, which is available in the Curtin website, and find out the subject details. I'm not going to talk about subject details, but Civil and Construction Engineering mainly covers the constructional aspects, starting from building construction, road construction, reservoirs, then things like projects like the port extension projects. Those areas are what is, and of course road development. Those are the areas that are covered under Civil and Construction Engineering. to name few career opportunities areas, you can end up as a construction engineer, building construction engineer. Then you get opportunities in design sort of work, design engineer, road construction engineer, coastal development, like the port, the harbor city project. Those things are the ones that are covered under the coastal development. Then water resources management, like reservoirs and things like that, water resource management engineer. Building services, so together with buildings there are many other building support services are there, so you can end up working in those industries. And traffic and transportation engineering engineer, as well as geotechnical engineer. So those are to name few career opportunities that you would get after finishing the civil and construction engineering major. Secondly, going with the through the chronological order, we get electrical and electronic engineering major. Again, the link to the handbook is given, so you can go through the specific modules and the course structure through that website. And the electrical and electronic engineering covers few areas, of course. We have electronic engineering, electrical power engineering, which talks about the power generation, transmission, and things like that. And then we have embedded systems to talk with microcontrollers, processors, and things like that. And then we have communication engineering, like the telephony and things like that. And then we have network engineering under this category, under the umbrella of electrical and electronic engineering. So that is about networking and network management and so on. So if you talk about the career opportunities, it starts with electrical power, right? So that you can get any opportunity, job opportunity in an industry related to the electricity board and their subsidiaries and support services. Then electronic design industry, some sort of an industry is there. Then automation industry, we have automation related modules in the curriculum, so automation engineering. And then network engineering, embedded systems design, like towards the microcontrol and stuff. Then telecommunication. So those are the few career opportunities that you can find under the electrical and electronic engineering major. Then let's go to the mechanical engineering major. Again, the link to the handbook is given there. You can go through that and see what specific subjects are available. Mechanical engineering basically covers about the design aspects, operational aspects, and things like that in machines. So machines like industrial machines maybe, then automobiles maybe. So all these categories are coming under the umbrella of mechanical engineering. To list few career opportunities, you can end up as a mechanical engineer, maintenance engineer. A big market is there for maintenance engineers in this local scenarios, even international scenarios. Then machine designing, certain cohort is there for, set of opportunities are there for machine design sort of a job, work placement. Then you have automobile engineering, then controls and instrumentation engineering. It is towards again automation industry and basically controls and things like that. Then comes the mechatronic engineering major. Again, the link to the course details are given there. Mechatronics basically is a mix between mechanical and electronic. Doesn't go more into mechanical things, neither more into electronics. It's basically simple mechanical things controlled by electronics, I would say, to make it simple, right? So under mechatronics, we have several areas like robotics, automation, control systems, and things like that. So the job opportunities would also be in those areas, not going into much depth in areas like automobile engineering as such, like in mechanical. So they are working with robots, robo movements, and things like that. So as career opportunities, you have robotics engineer. Now, robotics engineer, you might think it is just simple wheel robots and things like that, and no. that can the depth of robotic engineer can go as deep as the Boston dog. Just search for the Boston dog and see what is meant by mechatronics, right? So that gives you the depth of mechatronics engineering. So robotic engineering is on that area, like that covers the space engineering as well, because plenty of robots are there that fly out to the space together with the rocket. So all that stuff is robotics engineering. Then comes automation engineering, of course, the automation industry, and then the control system design. So that is again towards the automation industry. So control systems can be of, let's say, automobile control systems, space technology, all that stuff also covered. And I mean, the career opportunities can go as deep as those areas. Then quickly talk about the nature of the 13 degree program in contrast to some of the other probably local engineering degree programs, is that they do have student-centered learning culture. Rather than teaching and listening that is shown in the left-hand side picture, there is an audience, the teacher talks, and so we call it as talk and talk. Rather than having a talk and talk culture, they have a project-based, problem-based, activity-based learning culture. So as students, as prospective students, you have a big role in there. Of course, the lecturers do have a bigger role, because it is not just talking and giving you the theories. So they had to, I mean, the Curtin degree programs, the deliveries are structured in such a way that as to engage the students actively in the throughout the program delivery. So be ready for that if you are coming to follow the one of the engineering degrees with Curtin. So that's a big change, I would say. Then, of course, we have opened up a brand new facility, and we are keep on adding resources into that facility. So you will be experiencing an elegant environment, uh, closely matching with the facilities that are available in the Curtin Bentley campus. So don't be worried. Don't have a second thought to say that you will be getting inferior resources. No, you'll be getting very close to Australia quality resources in here, right? And we have staff. I'm trained in Curtin, so I'll be part of your delivery. So we have expertise, and we have Dr. Chandana there. So he's also a Curtin, having Curtin blood, I would say, right? So people are there with Curtin flavor, and of course, Dr. Anuradha Jakodi, who will be presenting next, is also a Curtin product. So we are there, so we know what's in there, and we try our best to give similar experience in here. To wind up my presentation, just talk about the status of accreditation. Currently, we've been having this 2+2 arrangement, which is not a full franchise 4-year Curtin degree. That got accredited by the Engineers Australia. So similar way, there will be a process in place. There is a process in place to get the fully franchised 4-year Curtin degree program accredited by the Engineers Australia, right? So I should say the truth. The usual accreditation process actually takes place. It takes time. So they will be accrediting our delivery by the time the students are graduating. That's the truth. And they will do that. Curtin will be doing that for us. We will be supporting that. So you will be getting the Curtin accreditation or Engineers Australia accreditation. So the benefit of that, as a as a student who is passing out, graduating from a Engineers Australia accredited degree program, you will be straightforward eligible to get the Engineers Australia membership. So that's the first requirement that you would need for PR application, if I am not mistaken, right? So again, as a part of that, once you get the Engineers Australia membership, and after finishing an Engineers Australia accredited degree program, you become eligible to apply for a graduate visa, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 18 months graduate visa, right? Through it's more like a job work visa, so that you can end up in Australia, which is the starting step for your PR process, migration process. So that's a big benefit that you'll be getting by getting the Engineers Australia accreditation. So I think I covered the essential stuff, and let me answer the questions and questions in the Q&A session later on. And thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Dr. Nimsiri. So now I would like to invite Dr. Radha Jaikodi, Head Industry Engagement Unit, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Computing, Program Coordinator, Computer System and Networking, to speak about the Curtin University CSN program offered in Sri Lanka. Good afternoon, Dr. Anuradha. Over to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope all of you are well and safe, you and your family members. I think you all can see my screen as well as you are audible of my voice properly.
Yes, we can screen.
All right. Okay, then welcome to the Curtin University Virtual Open Day. And once again, as Dr. Nimsiri mentioned, it is top 1% ranked university. Normally, the ranked, normally you can see from academic ranking of World University 2020 ranking. And also, it is a global education provider internationally. Then as this is about VSc in Computer Systems and Network Engineering networking program. And as Dr. Nimsiri mentioned, I am the product of Curtin University, and we all actually studied over there last few years. Then if I try to talk about this degree program, it says Bachelor of Science, Computer Systems and Network Engineering. Okay, then if I say something for you to get more idea about networking program, okay, then because of this infrastructure developed and network, we are connected at the moment. It build human network. And also we are here at the moment with this pandemic situation all together because of this infrastructure, right? Then we try to be in front of the computer, and we build all the network together to interconnect all of you and meet each other, okay, without any delay during this kind of situation. If I say something about computer systems and network engineering, normally these computer systems and network administrators are responsible for configuring and reliable operation of computer networks, which from the backbone of modern information system. Normally, this degree course will provide you with the knowledge and skills required to pursue your career opportunities in this rapidly expanding field. And you will learn about computer network design and development technologies, focusing on designing and support for distributed computers and telecommunication networks. Then further, this course integrates current development in wired and wireless networking and provide a comprehensive view of the industry. Then you all develop skills in network design and management, and the convergence of computer hardware, embedded system, then IT technical support, real-time systems, then software and telecommunications. Then here the very specific part is you also learn about the Internet of Things, normally a network of device connected to the internet on the global scale. We call nowadays edge networking. Then the IoT is the expanding rapidly, and it is increasingly critical for professional to understand how it works and how to harness its power to improve business. Normally, this course will therefore enable you to apply technical knowledge across IoT related functions in the workplace. Then also we can say this course include normally some certification based training with IT leaders. Now you will graduate with the skills to expand the capability of network already in a place and build new ones. Normally, you can get more details by referring the Curtin University and SLIIT website handbooks. Then, if you ask a question from me, why you learn network engineering degree? Normally, it covers some kind of a course learning outcome. We can say nine work outcomes. Normally, you can apply the theory of computer systems networking within the engineering design, then and its methods and remaining congestion of network operation issues. And you can define a problem and apply creative thinking to formulate or solution, verify and implement the solution. Then access information, evaluate and organize information relevant to computer systems networking. Then it required documentation, then document network information to meet technical and legal requirements and communicate concepts and technical informations to lay and professional and personal in written, oral and electronic forms. Then further, it says uses appropriate tools to design, analyze, and verify computer systems, networks, and their components, and recognize the computer systems networking industry changes rapidly and maintain uh, your current currency via a split of inquiry and relevant further study, and apply international standards, practice, and conversion appropriate to computer systems networking. Then it says under function, it covers effectively within a typical multidisciplinary and the multicultural engineering design teams as a team member, then manager or team leader, recognize individual human rights. Then it says commit to and behave in accordance with the professional and ethical responsibilities of engineers. That's why you have to learn that one. But most of the time you may ask more question rather than listen to them. Okay, why what kind of job opportunities possible for us to do now? Normally this course has carefully designed curriculum in which student can learn various Cisco components with the Cisco regional academy. Normally actually SLIIT also academy as well as Curtin also academy. Normally this program, they provide the Cisco curriculum as well as they are asked you to work with the academic program and get the academic program certification with parallel to network engineering degree. And also whatever laboratory practicals when you are doing with these modules and these sessions are based on industry standard certification preparation, and this combined with the theoretical functions then will give you a unique understanding of real networks and how they are used in industry today. Then based on that the choice of topics and structures of the course will enable graduates to uh, compete successfully in a job market and satisfy the need for competent network and information technology managers. Now here you can see I have listed few, like you can become a network engineer, a network administrator, computer systems engineer, computer system administrator, then database administrators, backup administrators, cloud system engineers, scripting engineers, DevOps engineers, security engineers, infrastructure engineers, network architecture, virtualization engineers, backup storage engineers, network designers, then academic careers like us. You can normally read the ladder step by step, starting from a 1 point. And in your life, when you reach, now think about now here, you plan your uh, life for next 3 years to complete this degree, but in between you learn a lot and you do a lot of practicals and you try to work with the teams and society and the country as well as internationally with other countries. Likewise, it may happen then you can get a good job opportunities, and you can become a consultant. You can work as a project manager even. It is a part of your opportunities available with this degree program. And as yeah, Dr. Nimsidi mentioned, I'm not going to discuss about these programs, but you can get more information under these links, and also our uh, supportive services may help you to get more information about these subject matters. But I'll try to discuss about only one thing. Here you can see with all the subjects, it consists your final year technology, computer technology project 1 as well as computer technology project 2. It is a 1 year project actually. Normally, if it is a project, you know, it is a turning point of your life. If you implement or do research a good product or concept, then you can turn your life as well. Because when you are reading your degree, okay, a lot of things you can convert into a practical manner. Based on that, you can think about to implement something new technology. You can get the patent and you can start a startup. And likewise, rather than job seekers, you can become a job creators as well. That kind of opportunity is possible for you to have with this kind of a degree program. This because this course organization, no, bachelor's degree typically contain a series of units, as you can see here. Then this unit may include compulsory models as well as optionals or elective units to create a student preferences. Now, based on your expertise, the area you try to expand in your future, your based on your job role, you can think about your elective subjects, and they may contain a range of majors like streams and or minors, specialization for students to choose for to pursue learning in specialized area of study. Then normally, as I mentioned, it may have a learning outcomes based on this model. It normally well planned according to international standards. Then they try to show you how to apply the theory, then how to define a problem, how to access the information, and how to do documentation, then how to use the appropriate tool to design, analyze, and verify your computer systems. They recognize the computer systems and apply international standards and function effectively within a typical multidisciplinary and multicultural engineering designs, and commit to and behave in accordance with the professional and ethical responsibilities as a network engineer. Actually, this degree program is a 3 year degree program. Then as a conclusion, I can say you end up with some kind of achievement. Okay, then you can go to the graduation, you can get your degree, and you can have a channel, and you can have an international connectivity. Likewise, a lot of things possible during this situation. I will try to conclude this small introduction about the program. Normally, once Benjamin Franklin once said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." Right? Then he knew the value of consultancy become more knowledgeable. In fact, just about very successful person in the world has one thing in common that they are constantly reading and educating themselves on a daily basis. Because once again, Albert Einstein also he mentioned, okay, then when you are uh, born to the normally born to the society or your family, okay, then that's the place you start starting, then it may finish or crash when you die. Okay, then till then we have to do a lot of things.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Anuradha.
Yeah, with that remarks, okay, I will like to hand over once again to the control room. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, Dr. Nuwan will not be attending the webinar today. In his place, I now welcome Dr. Kalpani Manatunga, Senior Lecturer, Department of Computer Science and Software Engineering, Faculty of Computing, to speak about the Curtin University Software Engineering and Information Technology programs offered in Sri Lanka. Good afternoon, Dr. Kalpani. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Chatri, for that nice introduction. Let me share my screen. I hope I'm audible and my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Thank you so much. So I'm Kalpani. I'm Kalpani Manatunga. I'll be talking about as Chatri said, on behalf of Dr. Nuan, I'll be talking about software engineering degree program and also about information technology degree program. Yes, proceed. So first of all, let me welcome you all to Curtin SLIIT. Right. So as Dr. Nimsiri also mentioned a few snaps in his presentation, we have already constructed a campus in Colombo. Most of you all know about it probably. So these are some steps taken from that. To go ahead with the programs, basically, computing faculty will be having two degree programs, that is Bachelor of Information Technology and Bachelor of Computing, specialized in software engineering. During our programs at Curtin SLIIT campus, what we aim is to instill a solid foundation in both software engineering domain and information technology domain, while being equipped with theoretical as well as practical skills in our students. So in that way, our students will be able to enhance their computing skills, explore new technologies, so they can become globally competitive. We also have a set of industry partners, a huge network actually that SLIIT is maintaining. These industry partners, some of them are actually pioneers and very prominent companies in Sri Lanka as well as in global context. So these companies, these industry partners will help us to always maintain a good quality program, academic programs that we are offering. So they provide consultations on latest industry trends and technologies that are existing. They help us to conduct, they themselves conduct awareness sessions, different workshops, guest lectures, and also guide our students to increase their employability skills by improving their different skills, not only about their knowledge on different perspectives on computing domain, but other than that, even their soft skills. By following our programs at our campus, you will be getting an exposure for global industry partnerships actually, and also most of our curriculum modules, as we mentioned earlier also, those are combined with both theory and practical aspects. So we facilitate always our students with necessary facilities to implement and get engaged into such studying environment. They will be able to actually enjoy their learning experience. We will be implementing different innovative teaching methods, just like Dr. Nimsiri mentioned in his presentation also. We will be going ahead with active learning strategies, different flipped classroom methods, where we are trying to provide a student-centered learning environment, rather than we as lecturers delivering the whole content. It will be more focused on you, how you gain your learning experience. You will be sharpening, or you will be creating your learning environment around you. In that way, we believe our students will be having more capacity and more skills to face different challenges that the industry gives you. At the same time, the most important thing actually that I would highlight here is these accreditations, right? After following these two degree programs, either of those degree programs, you will be eligible to apply for this Australian Computer Society accreditations. Those who want to pursue, those who want to get that qualifications, there is this opportunity also, just to highlight about that one. So let me go through what skills, what sort of capacity would you get by being a Curtin graduate at SLIIT. So our graduates will be able to analyze, implement, and assess different software solutions to solve some real-world problems. They will be able to master problem-solving skills, communication, teamwork, and leadership skills. They will be able to effectively use new or existing technologies, this software industry is it's so dynamic, it's so changing. So 10 years ago, the industry is quite different from the industry that we are having right now. Different technology stacks have been introduced, and people have introduced different new practices, good practices. So as a professional in this domain, you all have to become so dynamic learners also. So it's not only the degree that you have to obtain, even after the degree, it will be a continuous process of learning until you die, as Dr. Anurad mentioned in his presentation also. And the most important impact that would our graduates would bring is the contribution towards the society using technology in a socially responsible manner. So to go through our two programs and the curriculum and the modules that you will be facing as following as you go along this journey, uh, I'll show you these two slides actually, which will be highlighting the curriculum or the modules. So if we take the Bachelor of Information Technology degree, mostly our curriculum is it's kind of very broad, where you will be learning about programming. You will be getting the exposure of programming languages like Python language, C language, even Unix programming. So your programming skills will be improved, and then you will be getting the exposure of learning different aspects like computer communications, how computers can communicate, how a network can be implemented, what happens over a network. So we will be discussing about that sort of modules, that sort of knowledge areas also. At the same time, on the other hand, we'll be talking about different applications and how to manage data, things like human computer interfaces, uh, actually, yes. And then, of course, network management, things like that also. That is kind of a very broad program where we are trying to cover under Bachelor of Information Technology degree. On the other hand, if we consider Bachelor of Computing Software Engineering degree program, that will be more tailored down uh, on the profession a lot, the profession of software engineer. As software engineers, we will be teaching you, actually we'll be teaching you how to become software engineers, successful software engineers. In that path, we'll be teaching you how we can implement different systems, software systems, by following different software engineering principles. And you'll be learning about different programming paradigms, different computer programming languages, their paradigms, their history, what had happened so far, things like that. At the same time, we'll be discussing more, we'll be giving a more focus on data structures, algorithms, uh, modules like linear algebra to improve your mathematical skills a little bit also, which will be needed for the course. And we'll be discussing about the operating systems, database systems, modules like that also. So this program specifically, it's very aligned with software engineering profession, and it will be a little bit, I would say it will be a more focused degree program rather than, if you compare it with the IT program. IT program covers a little bit of a broader sense, broader spectrum of modules rather than software engineering modules. But in software engineering module, in curriculum, in that degree program, we are making our graduates to be equipped with all these software engineering paradigm skills which are needed to become good professionals in the industry. Both these degree programs will be having a third year project component. As Dr. Anuradha mentioned, it's a very important module if you take the whole curriculum also. So in your final year, throughout the year, you will be engaged with a real problem solving issue, right? You'll be trying to solve a problem that is existing actually and try to provide a software solution as the result. So those are the basic differences that I want to highlight between these two programs. But of course, if you have further questions, we can discuss in Q&A time. Other than that, yeah, sorry. Yes. So how Curtin at SLIIT will help our students? This I will also a little bit explain a little bit what we are trying to do from our side, just like Dr. Nimsiri and Dr. Radha had mentioned so far. We will be having a dedicated panel of lecturers delivering subject content, guiding our students, helping them with the practical sessions here locally in Sri Lanka. So throughout all 3 years, once you start your journey with us, we'll be there. For an example, even I myself will be there teaching in your first year or maybe even in your third year modules if you are following one of these degree programs. Other than that, we will be having special help desk sessions to help our students to improve their language skills, mathematical skills, so they will be fully equipped when they finish our degree programs. There will be English help desks, there will be mathematical help desks to improve their mathematical knowledge. Other than that, we will help them to even have different to gain more other skills like academic, how to manage their stress during a degree program, how to do time management, as well as sessions like academic integrity, which we all have to be very careful as undergraduate students. How we can avoid academic integrity, how we can maintain academic integrity, how we can avoid things like plagiarism. As a student, what are your responsibilities in order to become a successful graduate in this program? We'll be covering about all these aspects in order to give you a proper knowledge about the complete scenario. And other than that, of course, we will be having counselors on board with our campus at our campus locally, with whom you are free to talk. You can always approach them if you are having a problem, if you are finding the academic environment maybe a little bit stressful or something like that. So it's always the whole administrative people at Curtin at SLIIT, we are approachable. So it's a matter of you coming and talking with us, so we can guide you to the proper place to get proper guidance. To show you some of the facilities more, so these are our lab facilities and our lecture rooms which are available at our campus. So when the country opens, if you visit the campus, you will be able to go to these places. So let me go through some potential career opportunities that you will be having if you follow our Bachelor of IT program or software engineering program. You will be able to become software developers, application developers, mobile application developers, UI UX engineers, IT professionals. You will be able to become even business analysts or software analysts, also computer network professionals. So it's a wide range of opportunities that the industry is having for you all if you successfully complete your degree program. So it will be a rewarding degree program for sure. With that note, I would like to conclude my presentation, but of course, I'm open for questions if you are having from these two degree programs. Over to you, Chatri.
Thank you, Dr. Kalpani. Now let us have a small glimpse of our new campus at Navamavata. So hope all of us will be able to go there pretty soon. So we have actually here with us today, Janada Seniviratna, who is one of our students studying in the first year, who will share his experience with us. Hi, Janada. How are you?
Hi, Ms. Chatri. I'm doing good, and I'm really honored to talk in front of my professors and the staff, and also the parents and my brothers and sisters who are willing to join.
Nice to have you.
Yeah.
So just to start off with, Janada, can you give a small introduction about yourself so everyone gets to know who you are?
Yeah, sure. So as you all know, my name is Janada Sneeratna, and I'm from Royal College, Colombo. And after finishing my studies in my school, I joined the foundation in 2020. And then in January, I started my degree program for software engineering. And in the first, we started the orientation in January, and then in March, I started my first year in Curtin University, and then working as a batch representative in Curtin.
Okay. So Janata, just tell us what made you select a foreign degree program and why did you select Curtin?
Yeah, the main reason I chose Curtin was because it's a 3-year degree program, which we can complete in Sri Lanka itself. Like in some of the universities in Sri Lanka, international universities, you had to do the first year or the first 2 years in like Sri Lanka, and then you have to go abroad to complete it. But in Curtin University, you have two options. First is to complete the whole degree program in Sri Lanka itself with the same qualification, with the same certificate, the degree and the facilities that you get for a low price than Australia, Perth, or other Curtin universities. Or the second option is to you can do the first year in Sri Lanka, and then you can go to the second year, and for the third year to like Perth to complete your degree program. So the main advantage that I got was because of the pandemic. If I have gone to Australia, it have been a really big problem for me. So however, I chose to do the whole 3 years in Sri Lanka and to complete the degree program, and it is a good advantage for all of us. And the second reason is that Curtin University is in the top 1% from universities whole like worldwide, and it is a good opportunity for all of us to learn in a university like that in Sri Lanka. So, and it is ranked in 194 from the world top 200 universities. So that was another reason. And the third reason that is it is offered from SLIIT. It is under the administration of SLIIT, which is really good. SLIIT is well known, and the international degree programs that are done by SLIIT is really good too. We can assure that. So those are the reasons that I chose Curtin University.
Okay. So Janata, the first thing you went through is the orientation when you joined the program, right? Yes. So
right.
Would you like to give us some insights about the orientation program?
Sure. The orientation was online because of the pandemic situation. If wasn't the pandemic situation wasn't here, it had been really interactive in the new facility that we'll be having. And but because of the consequences, we had to have it online. But it was really interactive. It was organized by Ms. Chatri, you. And the main advantage we got from the orientation was before you come to the degree program, you have to have a skill set to complete your degree. It is really important that you will be getting those qualifications in the first place. So you get your essential skills like from the start of your first year from the orientation program. You learn about the soft skills that you will be needing to complete your degree program, and also after you go to the industry, you will be needing that qualifications, that experience that you gain to work. As examples, email ethic. You should learn. You don't learn that from school. How to send an email to a professor, for an international professor that you will be communicating with. So you will be learning about that and the leadership skills that you will be gaining. So those are really important, some of the important skills that you will be gaining from the orientation. And also the experience sharing sessions from IT professionals in the industry. You will be getting a knowledge from those, about those from the orientation program. And they are experience sharing sessions from our alumni. And some of the activities that we went through was like an online debating program. It was really fun to have it among us, and like and the projects that we had, like building up our industrial skills. And the orientation was like made a big impact like in all of us.
Oh, thank you. So, and also I know these days due to the pandemic, everything is online. So how is that experience? Are the lectures going well?
Yeah, they are actually going well. Like the main difficulty the students face, that to like the inability to contact lecturers and clarify their questions because they cannot meet them physically. But Curtin University provides the provides a great solution for that. Like we can ask from the unit coordinators. There's a professor for every module, and there's a unit coordinator for. So we have special workshop sessions in Curtin University. So if you have questions, if you have doubts about what you will be learning, you can go and ask from those. And Curtin University the international sector provides us the opportunity to connect with them itself. So it's not only Sri Lanka, the Sri Lankan university you will be joining with. You get the chance to like collaborate with the international sector. As examples, I will give you like the facilities available. There's Blackboard. I think you guys you know about that, and also international study groups you will be having when you start the degree program, and also software called Piazza, if you guys know. It's about program which helps you to connect with the international professors and get your question clarified, your own single question clarified by our own lecturers and also students. So those are the advantages that you will be getting. And the other thing is, it's not only the Sri Lankan professors you will be getting taught from, it's also you will get the chance to be taught from the international lecturers too. So in the same time, for every single module, you will be taught by two professors. So that will be a great advantage that you can gain. So you'll be learning from the international professor and from the Sri Lankan professor itself. So making use of these resources will build up your productivity, and you can gain a good experience to this.
Thank you. And then you're also a batch representative. So tell us your role as a batch representative and what are the opportunities you get?
Yeah. So the main opportunity or the advantage of you will be getting is the experience in management skills from being a batch representative, because you will be learning a lot of things about managing people and managing and how to communicate with others, how to productively communicate with others and to do your work. So the experience that you will be gaining is the first thing that I would say. And for the second place, which is a main point that I should mention, you will be getting a valuable certificate from Curtin University, Australia, where it is internationally recognized and will be an extra qualification for your future occupation. So when you are graduating, you will be getting that as an extra certificate as part of your qualifications for your future occupation. So you can add that to your CV. So it will be really important for you. And the other opportunity is that you will be able to directly communicate with the management and the lecturers when you are a batch representative. And also you will be getting the chance to organize events with your fellow batch representative members, and it's actually a good thing, and you have to consider the qualifications that you'll be getting from the opportunity.
Yeah, so you were talking about events and activities. So can you tell us about the activities that you have done so far?
Yeah, sure. As I mentioned before, in the orientation itself, we had a debate competition, which was really amazing. Everyone was really excited to participate in, and it went very well. And also, really important thing is that we made our own business venture. So it's a qualification. It's an experience that you get before you go into the industry. So you are creating your own business as a group work, and you will be presenting that as a project. And from that was the first time me actually doing something like that, and it taught me a lot. It had a lot of research to do, and the lecturers, Miss Chatri, helped us a lot to find about those, and we were educated a lot about creating our own business venture. And as a bachelor, we have organized like religious activities and a lantern display for Vesak. And those were really interesting. Wished we were able to do this like physically, if it is wasn't for the pandemic. And we will be soon having that chance. And there are more events to come, such as festival events and musical shows when we start real physical lectures.
Yeah, definitely. We are looking forward to having all of you all on campus. So finally, Janada, what would you like to tell the students who are planning to join the program? Any message for them?
Yeah, sure. So the first thing that I have to say is wherever you go, you have to work hard. You have to manage your time. And joining Curtin University is the place for the future workforce. Curtin University prepare you for the future workforce. So whatever you do in Curtin University, you have to plan ahead. It could be any degree program that you will be joining. You have to plan ahead, and you have to manage your time with the extracurriculars or the other commitments in your life. So you'll be going to the workforce like maybe in today itself, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe in 3 years when you complete your degree. So of course the university life is really wonderful, but until you do your working time and you plan ahead, that's the first thing you should do. And so for that, you should start your degree first year, the orientation, with strong determination that you will take a strong start and complete your degree with not with just a degree, but with a first class. And it's like about 3.5 grade point average. So please like make sure you are step ahead and you help others along your way, and also take part in extracurricular activities, because it will make you complete, because Curtin University is the place that you will be becoming complete. And make sure you do them all, and in the end of your graduation, you will surely reflect on what you have done and gained, and by the end make sure you have no regrets and you haven't missed anything in your university life. So good luck for you all, and I hope you all will join our team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janada. For sharing your experience with us. I wish you all the very best and looking forward to working with you in future projects. So thank you so much. So, and now we open the session for questions and answers. You may unmute your mic and ask your questions, or please use the chat box. So any questions?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Jananda. Yeah.
Yeah, I joined a little late. I don't know whether it's already whether he said this information. Can you give us an idea about the fees when we are doing it here and Australia? Fee structure.
Sorry, Jayanta, your question is not that clear to me. Your microphone is not.
Yeah, it's about fee structure.
Fee structure. Okay, right, fine. Darshana, will you be able to explain that to Mr. Jayanta?
I think somebody's mic is on. It's not mine.
Hello, I hope you can hear me, Shari.
Yes, we can hear you, Darshana. If you
Yes,
can explain
if
both
we
fee
talk about
structures.
if you talk about the fee structure for computing and engineering program, for engineering programs, actually, for all 4 years, like engineering program is a 4-year degree program. For all 4 years, the total amount would be Australian dollars 35,246, which you can pay by semesters, like where you will have 8 semesters. So like per semester, it's approximately 4,248 Australian dollars. And if you talk about the computing fee structure, it is a 3-year degree program. For all 3 years, the total amount would be 20,152 Australian dollars, which also can pay by semesters. Per semester cost would be 3,253. That is Australian dollars, approximate value.
Thank you, Darshana. So then there's another question. Let's see. Whether we can complete 4 years here in Sri Lanka. Yes, you can definitely complete all 4 years here in Sri Lanka. Even for the IT degrees, you can complete all 3 years here in Sri Lanka. So Yahan is asking, what are the scholarships available? Professor Mahesha, would you like to answer this? I think, okay, let me answer it. Fine. So scholarships, there are scholarships available. We will definitely, like, it depends on intake to intake. So last time the intake, we offered 10 scholarships, like 10% from the fee structure. So it depends on your extracurricular and your academic qualifications. So even for this intake, we will have a scheme, like a scholarship scheme, and we will let you know about it when you register. So there's another question. Are we eligible to apply for a post-study visa in Australia? Yes, like if for engineering students, after you complete your degree program, you are eligible to apply for an 18-month work visa in Australia. So most of our students actually apply for this visa and then go to Australia and do their masters and then apply for their PR. So that's, you are eligible. So yes. Then I think there's another question. We do the whole degree program in Sri Lanka. Will we get a work visa? I think I explained that, that's a similar question. So how long is the cybersecurity course? Well, the cybersecurity course will start in 2022 and it will be 3 years.
Chatri, can I disturb you a little?
Yes.
I think if we guide them to the Curtin International website, most of these questions are answered there, I think. Yes. The duration, course fees, everything is listed there. So it will be easier for them to refer later on as well.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Kisari.
Excuse me, Chatri, can I also add some point? Chatri,
yes,
there was a
Dr.
question about the foundation program. If you can brief a little bit about the foundation program, it will be helpful, I guess.
Yes, I think Professor Mahesha will be able to brief about the foundation program. Professor Mahesha, will you be able to do that?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I had a technical problem before, so I couldn't answer that question. About the foundation, now you know, to enter into the Curtin program, the entry requirement is either 8 points for engineering, 8 points for software engineering and cybersecurity, or 5 points for IT and computer systems and networking. So if you haven't received the required points, then you can do the foundation and join the Curtin degree program. Or if you have not done your A-levels, the other route is for you to, if you have not passed your A-levels, you can also join the foundation program. It is 1 year duration, 2 semesters, and it opens up pathways for computing, engineering, business, and health studies. So through the foundation also, you can come into the Curtin program in Sri Lanka, or you can go to Curtin Perth or any other campuses in Curtin campuses in Malaysia, Singapore, Mauritius, or Dubai.
Thank you, Professor Maisha. And I think Fatima is having a question. Darshani will be able to answer this clearly. I think what is the selection criteria? I think Professor Maisha also mentioned that. She says that she is a student from Cambridge curriculum. So Darshani, do you want to elaborate on the entry qualifications?
Yes. So like Professor Maisha mentioned, like we have that point system. So like the students have to pass their advanced level, either the 3 subjects or 4 subjects. So for engineering, computing degree programs, we actually require software engineering and cybersecurity 8 points. So before that, let me tell you the point system. So like A is equal to 5, and B is equal to 4, C is equal to 3, D is equal to 2, E is equal to 1, and S is equal to 1 again. So like for computing degrees, under computing degrees, software engineering and cybersecurity, it is required 8 points. And information technology and computer system networking, we require 5 points. And all engineering degree programs, civil and construction, electrical, electronic, mechanical and mechatronic engineering, we require 8 points. So like these details actually are available in the website also. And after this program, we will be sending you all the entry requirements and the course fee structures to your personal email.
Yeah, and also I think you have to mention, even if you want to do software engineering and you don't have 8 points, you can still join the program with 5 points to the IT degree. And then with your GPA, if you if you get more than 60% of your GPA, then you can actually join the software engineering or the cybersecurity programs later on. So as Dr. Nimsiri and even Darshana mentioned, everything is available in the website, and we will be sending all the information to all of y'all who are participating here today. So I think Kumudu Jayasingh is asking, so how work transfer program, how I think he's asking how the transfer program works. Kenneth, are you here? Can you mention about the transfer program?
And also like there were few students, Chari, who were asking the course fee for the last 2 years if they are completing in Perth. So I think Kenneth can answer that also.
Yeah, Kenneth, are you here?
Yes, Shari. Thank you very much. Yes, in answer to your question, so you can, if you are an engineering student, you can transfer after the 2nd year, ideally, because when you study in Australia for 2 years, you are eligible for a 3-year post-study work visa. So when you go to Australia, you'll be considered an international student, so your fee structure will be a bit different to the local fee structure. So per year, the cost will be about 35,000, we'll say closer to 36,000 Australian dollars per year. So roughly about 4.5 million with the current exchange rate is somewhere around 4.5 million per year without accommodation. So, and you're eligible to work 20 hours per week, so you can cover your accommodation cost by working part-time, right? So that will be the cost for an engineering student. For an IT student, it will be a bit lesser than the engineering program. So it's somewhere around 34,000 Australian dollars per year. So roughly about 4 million, 3.8 to 4 million per year, only the course fee. Yeah. These are the fee structures.
Okay, thank you, Kenneth. And also, if you can mention about the global education, that it is free of charge for our students. Am I right, Kenneth? Like when they want to transfer?
Yes. Yes. So yeah, the other important point is all student transfers are handled totally free of charge by SLIIT Global Education, which is arm within the international office. So all your visa processing, everything to do with your IELTS, the requirements, so all proper guidance will be provided. So you can get in touch with us. We are based in Malawi, so you can get in touch with us. We are more than happy to help you out in your journey to Australia. Yeah.
Thank you, Kenneth. And Dr. Kalapani, this is for you, I think. So one of the students is asking, what is the difference between software engineering and IT? Dr. Kalapani?
Yes, yes. Hello. Sorry. Yes, Chatri, the difference between software engineering and IT program, as I mentioned in my presentation also, let me brief again. IT bachelors will be covering a broad spectrum of the whole domain of the whole industry. Because in if you do an IT degree, it will be helping you to target, let's say, different career opportunities also. Uh, on the other hand, if you follow or pursue software engineering degree, that will be giving more focus on for you to become a software engineer by profession. You will be taught different courses, so which are so much aligned with the software engineering practices. Uh, as a software engineer, what sort of a profession you would be engaged in, what sort of things you will be doing. You will be learning lots of principles in that domain. So it will be a little bit more focused degree than when we compare it with an IT degree, not a normal IT degree. So even that comparison is there, that difference is there with our two degrees also, Bachelor of IT and the Bachelor of Computing in Software Engineering degree. That's the basic, I mean, like the very primitive explanation that I would provide. But if you want further explanations, I'm happy to help. Just if you can give me the email or something like that, I can of course give you a detailed description about the differences.
Yeah, maybe Dr. Kalpani, maybe you can actually put your email address in the chat box so they can actually send you any questions that they have. And also somebody is asking how to apply for a bank loan. We do have HMB Bank, which is offering special loan programs for our students for the fully franchised program. So you can contact the bank. Actually, with Darshana and Sanuji, when they're sending the details to you, they will be sending that flyer as well. So you can contact them and apply for any loans. And it's actually, you will have to deal with the bank and we will support you with any documentation that they require. And
also, Clary, I think there's a couple of questions regarding the facilities available at the Navamawata campus, sort of like the lab facilities. Maybe you can elaborate on that as well.
Lab facilities, I think, Professor Mahesha, would you like to? I think your mic is muted, Professor Mahesha. Professor Mahesha, your mic is muted. Yeah.
Sorry, I think they're particularly asking about the engineering labs. Could we ask Dr. Chandana to explain, please?
Dr. Chandana is not available today, Professor Mahesha.
She's not here. Okay.
Yeah.
So we try to have a fully fledged campus. So for the first year, all the labs are available. So as we go on with the program, we'll be adding more and more facilities into the new premises. But so there are some heavy labs like
civil engineering. Yeah. Civil engineering.
Especially mechanical engineering. Some of the labs will have to be conducted in Malage. But as much as possible, all the labs will be conducted in the Navamawata premises. And there was another question about, if I may answer that also, like cybersecurity degree program, whether the fees will be the same if you transfer to Australia. No, you'll be charged the international student fee, which is comparatively higher than the Sri Lankan Curtin University degree program fee.
Yeah, so also, Professor Mahesha, I think the computer labs, we have the very good new computer labs coming up in Navamawata as well, right? So they're asking about the computer labs.
We have all the computer labs that are necessary to conduct the first year of the IT degree program, the computer degree program, computer systems and networking and software engineering. We'll be adding more next year because when we are introducing the cybersecurity program as well. And as far as the engineering program is concerned, well, Dr. Nimsel is also there, no? And all the first year engineering labs are available at Navamawata.
Yes, thank you, Professor Mahesha. And then what is the intended start date for the degrees for semester 2 intake? So we'll be starting the academics in July 26th, on July 26th. So the orientation will be happening from 19th July. So you'll have to register soon because a limited number of seats are available. So I think Darshan and Sanuji will be able to help you on that. And Well, will there be any fee changes for 2023 intake, Professor Mahesh?
Say we have a fee structure for the next 5 years. There is no huge difference, but there's a slight difference as we go on. So, I mean, I think if you want to, maybe Darshan can, if you put your email address here, Darshan should be able to mail the fee structure for the next 5 years or for the 2023, right?
Okay. And
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Miss, after we complete our 2 years over here, do we get like a scholarship or something if you want to transfer to Australia?
Kenneth, would you like to answer this?
Yes, Pravash, when you're transferring, you're normally not provided any concessions or any scholarships. But on and off, Curtin decides in providing concessions. So now last year or the year before, we had a 25% concession given for students who have good grades, I would say, on academic merit. So it depends on a yearly basis. So in next year, there might be scholarships, there might not be. So it's a decision that Curtin takes on and off. So yes, I hope I have answered the question.
Thanks.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks Prakash for asking. And then also Johan is also asking, Kenneth, I think this is for you too. For the cybersecurity program, if we complete the last 2 years at Perth, can we apply for the post-work visa?
Yes, definitely. You're eligible for a post-study work visa for 3 years once you complete 2 years of studies in Australia. Yeah, so definitely.
Yeah, thanks, Kenneth. And then another student is asking, how are the students' accommodations, hostel facilities at Nava Mawata? We do not have hostels inside the campus, but I'm sure you'll be able to find places to stay close by. But we do not have any hostels within the campus. There's another question asking, conditional offer is accepted, and after that, what will be the next step? Okay, I think Darshana, can you answer that question? I think whoever that put that question to me, can you please put that question to Darshana?
Sorry, I didn't hear, Chari. Which question? You were...
No, this is actually, they're asking particularly about a student who has actually accepted the conditional offer. So she wants to know the next step. So I think if she can...
Yeah, for the students who have received the conditional offers, they will have to provide their academic transcripts for, like, let's say if it's A-level, they will have to request their form of the A-level result sheet and then share it with us to make it a full offer.
I think that answered everyone's questions. And also there's another question, Kenneth, is Australia the only transfer option for engineering?
Yeah, because now you'll be joining the Curtin program. Yes, definitely. Curtin, you'll be getting direct entry into the Curtin degree programs. But if your intentions are to go to a different country or a different university, we need to apply with whatever the result is that you have obtained at that point, and then send it across to see whether there will be exemptions given. But in most cases, there will be, because of the rankings and of the reputation of the university itself. So, but right now I can't tell whether up to what level you'll be permitted in, because it varies from university to university and from country to country as well. Yeah.
Kenneth, they can continue their studies in any of the 13 campuses, right? Can't they?
Yes.
Like Malaysian campus.
Yes.
If the
They can transfer any.
Yeah, if the particular degree program is there, they can transfer to the Malaysian campus and continue from there, right?
Yes, that's true. They can Malaysia to Dubai campuses, definitely. Yeah.
Any of the 13 campuses, they can continue their program.
Yes.
If it is available.
That's correct. Yeah.
Sorry. Then there's another question. Would it be okay to enter the degree with 2 subjects for the A-level Cambridge if you obtain 8 points? Well, actually, you'll have to pass your A-levels. So as long as you have passed your A-levels, then it wouldn't be an issue, but you have to pass your A-levels. So
they can come to the program. They can combine points from 2 different sittings, but they do have to have 3 passes.
Yes. Okay, let me see any other questions. What happens if I apply from pending results for mechanical engineering and if I was unable to get the required 8 points? Professor Manisha?
So for the previous intake, yes, we had this provision for students with pending results. You can join the program, and supposing if you have the required results to continue with the program, then there is no issue. You can continue the program. Supposing if you do not have the required points, you can still complete the semester, take a semester off, and do your A-levels again, and complete the requirements, entry requirements, and rejoin the program from semester 2. That is allowed.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Manisha. This is
In
another
answer to your question, if you can.
Yeah, another question for you. Will the foundation year be provided the same facilities as the degree program?
Yes, of course. It's a Curtin accredited foundation program.
Okay. I think we answered that question. Again, another question. Can I complete the foundation in IT and go to Perth for the degree?
Yes, you can. You can go to Perth or you can go to any one of the 13 campuses around the world, like Malaysia or wherever, or you can go to Perth.
Yeah. So I think because of the time constraint, we'll have to end the session. So whatever the questions that you have, I think everyone will be receiving an email from Darshan and Sanuji. So once you receive that, you can actually reply back with whatever the queries that you have. So this brings us to the end of the Curtin University online webinar. I'm sure you are now able to make an informed decision about your higher education, no doubt the most important decision in your life. The links and the contact details to register for our July intake are now available in the chat box. So I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Nimsiri, Dr. Anuradha, and Dr. Kalpini, and all the other staff members and students of SLIIT who made this online webinar a great success. So thank you so much. I would like to leave you with a saying by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So have a wonderful evening, everyone, and stay safe. Bye.